Hi, I'm Hans Lösglimt. Today is September 19th, 2008. And what we're seeing now is, it saddens me really. We're seeing a bull run, an amazing bull run. Stockholm was up almost 10% today, and New York is rallying. London has seen the greatest bull run ever. And what is this due? This is due to the federal government in the US bailing out the financial industry and just putting the tab on the taxpayers. And it is something preposterous. I'm disgusted by what the federal government in the US is doing right now. And I'm here to tell you that as an Austrian economist, I see that there is no way they can, you cannot turn the tide. It's not possible. And what's been going on for the last year and a half is that the monetary expansion has come to an end. It's no longer possible for the government to print money and to solve all kinds of problems by printing money. There's really two ways this can go now. Either we can go into a mass hysteric, mass inflationary scenario, and eventually the actions of the government right now is going to produce inflation. But more likely, and what I believe is going to happen, is that this efforts by the federal government are going to be very short-lived indeed on the markets. We see a bull run now, an amazing bull run. I've never seen anything like it. An amazing bull run. The Moscow Stock Exchange was up 22% today. 22%. It's just, this is not a rational market anymore, and you should be out. I mean, this bull run right now is an amazing opportunity. If you have not yet sold all your shares and funds and all that, please do it today. Please just sell your shares. I know it's really hard to do that, and I know it takes a lot for a lot of people to actually pick up the phone and call their broker and sell, but do it. Please do it now. The bull run right now is maybe your last chance to get out while the stock market is still pumped up with fiat money and false valuations. So this is your chance to get out. So please call your broker and sell everything today. Log on to your internet account and just sell all your shares into this bull market and be paid handsomely and just sit on the cash. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been encouraging people to sell since November 2007, and especially I came out with a video in January 25, where I just explicitly asked people to please sell. And it's more true now than ever. This thing is going to blow up. This balloon is going to pop, and it's going to pop very, very soon. And what the governments are doing right now in orchestrated efforts with many governments working together and central banks is just a very temporary measure. It cannot last for very long. It has to break because the selling pressure is out there and people are losing money and the deleveraging is going on. People are scared, and they have been truly shaken up and scared. So this boom right now is like a false relief rally, a belief that now it's over, and some people are just thinking, wow, now it's over, we can just get back to normal again, start buying again. But it's not true. That's not what's happening. We have had a turn of the tides, and it peaked a year or two ago with the markets the stock market peaking and the valuation on houses peaking. And if you look at it from a historical perspective, you see that all this was brought about by easy money from the federal governments and the central banks. But when this stops and you have a change in direction in the monetary expansion, this is not something that can just be turned around by the central banks making a couple of decisions. This will have to play out, and it will take time. It will take years for this to play out. Housing prices are still going down dramatically, and that will take the financial industry and the stock markets with them, even if the US government is buying out a lot of the bad debt and buying out Freddie and Fannie and bailing out some of the banks and all that. That's just the tip of the iceberg, really, because there's so much bad credit. It's not possible for the government to take on all the bad credits that's out there. It's even the US government cannot do magic tricks. It's not possible to create money out of, or true value out of thin air like what they're proposing to do. So this is This is a false relief rally. It's a suckers rally. It's people that believe in the government are now buying because they believe, this is finally solved. But it's not. This is just a stepping point in a downwards direction for the markets, and it's an amazing opportunity for you to sell if you haven't yet sold, and also for people that's been shorting the market like myself. It will create an amazing shorting opportunity. And if you look up on my blog at farman.no, where I write a daily commentary, you will see that I will comment on this shorting opportunity now. Amazingly, also the London Stock Exchange and the New York Stock Exchange have stopped short selling, and the governments have gone in and banned it. So you have to do some of the shorting maybe overseas. I recommend shorting the Swedish stock market. It's one of the stock markets I know best. And this bull rally, I mean, the Stockholm stock market was up 9.8% today. It's just ridiculous. The U.S. government is bailing out the financial industry in the U.S., but that should not bring about a 9.8% rally in Stockholm. I didn't short more today because I believe maybe this rally will go on for some time next week, and you really have to just wait and see and stock the odds in your favor. So if the markets continue up next week, there will be an amazing and a great shorting opportunity. And what you should look at is to buy put options that expire sometime after the U.S. election, because I believe the U.S. government will do everything in their power to stay in power and to get McCain elected. And that's what the establishment is all about right now, to make sure that the whole establishment, everyone in that establishment stays in power. So they will do everything they can. So you want to short the market, you want to buy put options that expire after the elections. I believe January. I believe that the major crash will have come by January, late January sometime. And those put options you can buy on the cheap next week. So the rally right now is false. It's a preposterous position to have the U.S. taxpayers, to have single moms and people struggling in the U.S. to bail out all the banks and people that have been making millions for years. I'm disgusted by this. I'm outright disgusted by the U.S. government doing something like that, because the ordinary taxpayer is left with the bill, and the New York bankers, they're down in some Caribbean island and just enjoying their bonus millions, and it's a shame. It's a huge shame, really. Follow my advice on my daily comments on farman.no. I'll put a link up on the side on the video here. Do subscribe to my video series here. This bull run is false. Sell now and go short in this market when it peaks. I'm Hans Lysklemt.